Welcome to Free to Play Account, and it is another champion GP to come. Zero spend on the account, showing you exactly how it is possible to do well in Champions GP. So you've got to check it out. We're using Vettel and Guan Yu to start with here. And this is where we are currently. We're going to change him out, actually. We are going to look at potentially using, I think Bottas might be the best look. Stroll's not too bad for overtaking. So I might have a go with Stroll here. Not great, but I do want to kind of have a look. And this is what we've done so far. 26, 29 and 20. And we're going for the overtaking. So we're going to add in race 4, qualifying in Austria. And it's a complete risk with Stroll. A lot of my drivers are pretty level, but we're going to go with it anyway. So let's see what we can do in qualifying. All we got to do is make sure we get through. That's all I care about. It doesn't matter how many points, as long as I can make it. So let's see where we qualify. It will always be at the back. It's just whether or not we get an extra position. And in this race, P21 and P23. So we're going to have to come from the back to secure any points. We're going to go downforce on the mediums. And potentially look, I haven't got a lot of boost left anymore. So we're going to go, I think Voice is going to be our next best bet. Or we can use Pretzel because why not? A bit of fun. And who cares? We don't really need to risk much, but we're going to stick it anyway. I do want a fast pit time and some acceleration. So let's just see. Let's test it. Let's see if we can get it. I don't recommend Pretzel as a boost in GP, but I don't have many boosts. And I need to save some for opening round and final round. So we get an okay start with a bit of a squash. And we are in P19 on them softs and P20 with Vettel. So I wouldn't take that many points here. I'm quite reasonable. It's a very difficult track, Austria, from the back. Everyone follows suit. Hard to overtake. But we have completed lap 1. A couple of positions up already. And hopefully this fast pit stop is going to work a treat. Complete guess. Might not. And that's a good move from Stroll up the inside into P17 now. And that is exactly what we needed to start this race off. Come on, here we go. Pretzel working wonders. The only good thing about a pretzel is they taste alright, I guess. Boost, it's not very good. So we're going to do an early pit stop. We're going to have to just try an undercut, I think, here. And hopefully get a few positions when we're pushing hard. Stroll defending from K-Mag. And Latifi comes flying through. And let's come into the pits this time around. We're not going to keep him behind. Latifi on a mission. And in we come. Vettel though, P22. That will move up slightly. Doing 5 laps on these mediums. And we're not on for some great points at the minute. We've got a head of Stroll. We kept that position. And now we can look to close the gap. Vettel goes very wide there, just picking him up. And has a look back at Latifi, or Albon even. And that move is retaken. And he'll come back in for some mediums now. Slow Verstappen in the pits. Can we get the Haas? We can. We're up to P13 now with Vettel. And Stroll back into P17. Tries a move for P16. Can't get it done. Critical for the strategy that we get Ocon as quick as we can. And there's the move. Can we get it done? We can. We're up to P16. And Vettel is in. So that will release Stroll. A few people in the pits. And that puts Stroll up to P12. And again, it's going to be some softs running. And Vettel coming out P21. Yep, and he can push now. So can we get some more points on the board? Can we get away with using Pretzel and qualifying? That would be amazing. But Stroll is in. Changing tyres now. Vettel's going to re-pass him. Potentially. Might not even do it. I don't think he is. Stroll with that quick pit stop works a treat. We are out P18, but Vettel going backwards, P22 now, and there's a good move up the inside. So we are making some ground, just not very quick. You can see how hard it is to overtake here, but we are trying our best. Any more moves? Stroll in 17th, and Vettel took 20th. But we've got just over a lap and 3/4 left. Vettel's got loads of fuel, Stroll hasn't. So where can we go? It's not going to be big points, I can tell you that. But it's what playing in Champions does with a 1,100 team score. Down the straight we go. Last lap, Haas coming out the pits, and we are in to P16, but we've hardly got any fuel left. We are down to 0.64, and we're going to hold off from... We're going to get team ordered here as well. This could be painful. This could be very... come on! Oh, I haven't got the fuel either to push. Can Stroll get Ricciardo? He can. It is going to be P17 and P18 here in Austria, and that is simply the best we could do with what was available, and it will be 15 points to finish the qualifying round. And let's see where that quickly leaves us in Champions qualifying. We take a nice solid 15 points, and that will put us in, let's have a look, P9, 90 points, 4 races, and I can't grudge at that. Here we go then, opening round, and we're now using Vettel and Valtteri Bottas, who we've managed to get in the pit pass, a few more cards. And we are currently 34th in opening round, having scored 122 points. And we're getting into race number 7, and it comes from Monza in Italy. So let's see what we can do. Another tough track from the back, with some bold decisions to come. Can we use any more eventful boosts? Let's see what we have available. And we should qualify no problem this time as well for final rounds. And we are P21 and P22. So let's have a look what we shall do. It's going to be a tricky one. Do we go from the back, or do we start from the front strategy and do the softs? But we're going to go hards and downforce. That's going to give us more running. And then for the mediums, because I want to do a nice comfortable 3 laps potentially, I'm going to use Warrior. Again, using boosts that I just need to save the best ones for final round. So can we get a good start? Vettel and Bottas. Could have gone softs for Vettel, but I do want to just see if I can push a little bit harder than softs will allow. And we are pinned out still in the positions we started, P21 and P22. And here's Vettel up the inside, gets a nudge from the rival, and suddenly Valtteri Bottas lets everybody through and falls out the back in P24. So great start here in race number 7. 1 place made by Vettel, and Bottas slipped back. That's very annoying. We could have done without that. It's not like we've got a quick car and quick drivers to overcome. And let's see where we can go here. Rival pushing at the back. Latifi having a look. And obviously, look, there's no point boosting too much. And that's a move nearly on Mick Schumacher. Nearly had him there. And Latifi tries at us again. We're going to survive his attack. Still, no point pushing really, because cars are ahead all stacked up. And let's see where we can get. Conserve through here. Save some tyres. Rival still pushing on that hard tyre. And Warrior should help us with a bit of overtaking, and obviously helping us with a blocking. A few people in the pits, so let's push past them. And we get Bottas into P19, I think it is. Yep, P19. And Vettel into P17. So we need to keep pushing on. P17 at the minute. We can come into pits this lap as well. And come out with some softs and have 2 laps of pure sending it. See where that puts us. And there we go, P16. So we're going to come into the pits in 16th place. No servicing required. And hopefully, quick stop and back out. Bottas, though, can continue on to lap 4. Gets past Ocon. Big move needed there. And now we just sit in P16. We're going to keep boosting. And Vettel's going to boost as well. Oh, bad corner by Bottas again there. You can't do that corner at all. And Vettel going to use a lot of tyre here when not being able to overtake. But Bottas goes to the inside and gets Lance Stroll. We are up to P15 as it comes to pit time. And he comes in. Bottas in. Good stop needed. Vettel trying to hang it around the outside. Can't do it. But what about Albon? Is Albon up for grabs down the straight? He is, and so is Tsunoda. So, P17 now. And we're going to come back out on some mediums. Bottas still P22 now. He's made 2 positions so far. So, anything improving is better than nothing. Got to take the positives in life. We are running champion. Remember, these are cars with 3-second pit stops. And we're at 5. Pretty much. But we're going to keep pushing because we want to get ahead of any pit stoppers. And we're going to have a good chance of doing it. As Bottas comes around the straight, we'll take a look at Stroll. Can't get it, but he's made a spot. P21. Vettel out in P24. Another race that doesn't look great, but could change quite quickly with any more pit stops. And let's boost these 2 away now. See if we can get anywhere. We've got leader coming up behind us, so we need to get Vettel away from him. And we definitely need some big pull. Can Bottas get ahead? He's got a couple of people in the pits, so he makes his way to P17. And Vettel, P22, P21. So he's not getting anywhere, Vettel. And this is going to really hurt us. Well, we're going to just conserve a little where we can't overtake and boost back out. So any lap 7 pit stops, we could now get ahead. There's going to be a couple by the look of it, as we're lagging a little bit annoyingly. So a couple of people in. And that should give us a couple more positions up to P15. Stroll has a component failure, so we will take P14 from him. And that should see us get Vettel past as well. So another couple of points in the bag here. And he goes off the track there as well. So we're up to 18 points. No one's going to be running out of tyres at the end of this race. Bottas on Ocon. Can't get the job done. Vettel's up to 17th. Can we get any more for any more? Vettel on Guan Yu. Can't do it. And it is P14 and P17 here. And we got to do... Here we go then. Final round. Of course we made it. And we are currently 49th. We've done 7 races, 150 points. So we're doing pretty well, I would like to say. And the question is, where can we get to? Let's try and end on a high. Because we've got through to finals in Champion again. We've never spent any money. And it really is possible to get Champions final every week without spending money. To know your strategies and go from there. That's all you need, is a bit of confidence and a good strategy. And you too can get through to the final rounds. So, Vettel's going to go down force. We're going to do a 2-stop with him. We've got Bottas. We're going to go hards with Skull. Try something different. We're really limited on boost now. Really limited. Next week will be tough. So here we go. Vettel off then. And can we get through a couple of positions early on? It's currently P19. A couple of move up the inside of these would be perfect. Come on. Keep it going. And we are up P17. But geez, that Toro Rosso flies up the inside. And at the minute, we've got 18th for Vettel. Will it be 17th? Round the outside. Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh, we're just going backwards. P20 for Vettel, but he's got into P19. He's made a spot. So we've got it. And there's another mode. Team orders playing absolute havoc for the Williams. And it sees us back in to P18. We don't want to push too hard. 30-degree temperature. Let's just clear away from some of these. And we'll cut back down into the first corner. And couldn't get the car then ahead. Bottas, though, I don't want to push too hard just yet. We are on the skull, so we've got some decent cornering. Got a bit of fuel as well to use. And now Vettel keep the position. And that's a move. Bottas. Oh, how's he lost that position? Sadly, our drivers like to go backwards when our rivals go forwards. But we're still in with a chance. Vettel down the home straight, looking for a move on Ocon. Can he chuck it up the inside? He does a try. Can't get it done. We're going to keep pushing just to see if there is any more room in here. And at the minute, there is no way, Jose, that we're getting through. Still, both of them occupied with each other. We're all losing time here. And we're just not going to get past. These are both on the hards as well, which makes it even more painful that we can't even get past on softs. But we're going to pit and try and get ahead in the jump. We're going to go mediums. I'm going to do 3 laps, full boost on mediums. And we're just going to try and have to be brave. It's very difficult. Bottas P18. Very bad corner again by Bottas. So we've got to keep it going. Vettel now out. And Bottas doing a 4-4. Can he go up the inside? Not on Verstappen. Verstappen in a Ferrari, that's an interesting sight to behold, isn't it? Not things you see very often. But, now, let's see. Come on. Where can we get? We're going to pit the same time as Verstappen here. And we actually make a move on Verstappen into the last corner. And we are in. Sebastian Vettel down the straight. Gets P19 at the moment, and there's a move on Albon, so we're up to P18. We'll take that. And everyone's on long strategies here. And we can boost with Bottas as hard as we can. Can Vettel get P18 or P17? He's through. Not sure if that was his position anyway, but either way, we're making moves on TV. Ocon up next. Down into the first corner would be a perfect opportunity, or even the last, and that is a move. P16 for Vettel, and some more softs at the end of this stint. I want to try and keep the softs though. We need 3 laps of fuel to push. We are though. Bottas still P24. He's been very struggling for me. Very tough is the words I wanted to use. But he's not been the most consistent driver so far in opening or final round. But he's up to P23. I mean, every point counts at the end of the day. And now Vettel will slide into the pits for some soft tyres. And he's going to have to try and come through the field. This strategy hasn't really worked as Verstappen takes a breakdown. So that's another place we're going to get. Happy days. And we can boost Vettel. Bottas, P20. Make it P19. Can we hold off from the Williams? Williams sandwich. And sadly, we were only the one slice of bread because we lost a place to Albon. And we take him back. That's more like it. We'll have our piece of bread back. Thank you very much. And Valtteri Bottas does get P19. Low on fuel though. Not got a lap of pushing in him. So we might have to be conserving on both drivers, which is very annoying. But a couple of pit stops though. And there's Bottas up to P16. And going to have to conserve pretty hard at the end of this race. Vettel doesn't look like he's going to get past P20 either. So a difficult race to finish on in final round. I just like to show you difficult races. Who likes the easy races anyway? And I haven't got the fuel to push this either. Can we hold on to P16? Yes, P16 can we hold on to? And we can hold on to P16. What about Vettel holding on to P20? And it is just going to be the very low 14 points to finish off, but 14 points will absolutely do me. So, as we wait for the rival to finish, who had the breakdown, let's see where it puts us in champion with them 14 points added. And we should sit in a pretty decent spot. Improving each week is the aim. And that's what we've got to keep on doing. And we currently sit, after that 14 points, in P40. So we're in the top half at the moment. But the question is, will we stay for a top half finish in champion? There's only one way to find out. So here is GP rewards, and we came P44. We have finally broke in to the top 50 after only 3 attempts, and we scored 164 points from our 8 races, which means I am extremely happy on the no spend account. It is possible, if you believe, to come up with good reward finishing positions. So let's see what we can get in the crate though. So we get our 3rd finalist medal to add to the collection. We get 19k in rep points for the team, 5.2 million coins. We get some Jin, 48, will go a long way to help me next weekend when it is double asset rewards. And we get Leclerc, 71. We get Orbit, some Wild Boar. We get some Engine, the Blast, Spectra, Vettel, 162, wow. We get 24 Harmony, and it's time for the epic. Can we pull Series 12 or 11 part? That would be insane. And it is Apex. Not the best for me. Still 52 closer than what I was to leveling up. So we can't be too happy. I'm happy I got to finalist and proving that you can do it with no spend on your account. It is possible, guys. So we'll claim our pit pass, Jazz, and I think that does mean we can level up. And let's have a look if we can. So on the cars, we've got Jazz. Yes, we can. 30 million. We'll happily upgrade that to level 5. Beautiful. And that is what we are running pretty much at the moment. And let's have a look at our medals to show you. A couple of P10s, or top 10s, 2 P1s, and 3 champion finalist medals in a row, which is amazing, with some more pit pass rewards to come. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the free to play no spend account coming to you every Tuesday.